alligator Alcatraz style mega tent sprung structure type facilities. They've got the kind of pilot project for that in Utah, where the governor has said, we are going to completely support and implement Trump's executive order. And just last week, their homelessness board, which was created by some Cicero legislation, they passed a plan for a 1,300 person megatent camp 7 miles outside of downtown in the middle of nowhere, no public transportation. 300 beds are going to be involuntarily committed, locked facilities. Another set of beds are going to be no voluntary entry or exit. It's going to be where you get sent for jail diversion. And then the rest of the beds, even though theoretically you could come and go, they're going to be actively enforcing anti-camping, anti-loitering, all these other
Utah
laws.
State is considering rolling out a digital ID to help prove who you are in your online dealings. But with data breaches on the rise, Jim Spiewak asked if this can be a game changer for your online safety and security.
Everyone is born with identity.
You control your identity. You should control your digital identity.
Christopher Bramwell, Utah's chief privacy officer, is leading the state's effort to create a state-endorsed digital identity system, which would provide residents with a verified digital credential proving they are who they say they are.
So someone being able to pretend that they're me probably wouldn't happen.
The whole point of state-endorsed digital identity is to give you control of your identity so nobody can impersonate you.
Bramwell sees initial uses for digital identity for things like going through TSA or verifying identity for government services. But he also says demand is growing in the private sector.
Why wouldn't you just use an identity you control to log into services, and you don't have to worry about reset passwords?
Bramwell says once you receive your credential, the state won't know when you use it, and it won't be tracked, but it would be stored securely in something like a digital wallet.
What do we tell people about why this will be secure?
So security is our top priority. But most importantly, how do you recover when there's a security breach without having to do reissuance of identity to everybody in the state?
Utah lawmakers passed Senate Bill 260 this year, which laid the baseline policy that gives individuals the right to digital identity, but not a mandate to opt in. Senator Kirk Cullimore was the bill's sponsor.
Everything is digital now. A lot of what we do, even interacting with the state, is digital.
With AI advancing rapidly, Cullimore believes many technologies will soon require state endorsement.
Do you feel confident that what is in policy right now as we start to build this out is the most safe and secure?
The laws and the parameters to establish its safety and the security and the principles of freedom surrounding that are getting put into place.
Jim Spiewak, KUTV 2 News.
A couple years ago, you wouldn't really hear much news coming out of Utah. It wasn't really an eventful state, but now it seems like for whatever reason, it has become very eventful. Talking about this whole Charlie Kirk situation, Tyler Robinson,
there's
and now
a reason that you're seeing
ID stuff.
all this stuff come out of Utah. That's because the real Scion is in Orem, Sharon, Utah. Jeremiah 23 says, verse 7, therefore see the days are coming, declares Yahuwah, when they shall no more say no more, as Yahuwah lives, who brought up the children of Yasharal out of the land of Mitzrayim. But as Yahuwah lives, who brought up and led the seed of the house of Yasharal out of the land of the north, and from all the lands where I had driven them, and they shall dwell on their own soil. That's here in Utah. The unbelievers, no, they won't believe it. The people who claim to believe, but are actually enthralled with the image of the beast and the man of lawlessness, they're not going to believe this. But if you're a true truth seeker, you'll find this to be true. That Utah, in Utah Valley, specifically Utah County, Yehuda County, in this valley in front of his mighty set-apart mountain, that's where the escape, the salvation shall be found. If you don't show up, you're going to find his wrath.